Hey, Status Steve with my Gold Key Commander list and a number of, and please like, subscribe. Please do subscribe, it keeps us all enthused and keeps us all interested in making these videos for everybody. All is good. Charles Martel, number 4. I would not be surprised if he's number 1 for a lot of people. And for a long time for me, he would have been number 1, but he's just been phased out the game. And I'm an end game person. I'm 96 million, been playing it for 5 years. And there's other commanders I use in the end game, and I don't use Charles. That's the reason why he's number 5. I'm not saying he's not useful at all. Again, he's number 4, but just not number 1, 2, or 3 in terms of gold key commanders. And as with all the others, don't use any gold heads. Just only use gold keys. No gold heads. No gold heads at all. So anyway, Shield of Flanker, active skill, the primary skill. This commander's troop gains a 30% damage bonus to damage dealt for 4 seconds and a damage absorbing shield for 4 seconds. So the damage dealt 1,200. Bear in mind, Huan Yu is 2,000. And area of effect and silences as well. So, you know, you've got to give it context. But anyway, for the gold key commanders, and there's that damage bonus. They mentioned about 30%. Heavy infantry, it's a passive skill, so it's not affected by the rage bar. We gain 20% defense, health, and march speed. That defense and health, lovely, and we'll just take the march speed as an add-on. Uncrowned King, I'm not really interested in it as a garrison commander, but early days, you'll probably use this as one of your primary garrison commanders. I've got no doubt, and it would not be a bad move. Charles Martel or YSG, you're talking about the best that you're going to get at the early stage, especially as free to play anyway. Anyway, so your city's garrison gains 10% attack, your watchtower gains 10% defense. Of course you're going to take it. In terms of kind of how the order you would try and optimize things, it's probably going to be obviously the active skill always first, always, and then this, and then it's probably going to be the 4th skill you would prefer to optimize first. And of course it's a game of chance at that stage, because you'll be between the 2 and a lottery, and you'd hope for number 4. Number 4 being Martel's counterattack, another passive skill, not affected by the rage bar. This commander's troop deals 30% more counterattack damage, and that is it. Just a comparison between no expertise and expertise there. Other than that, I'm going to do this museum bit first. Where is he? Charles Martel. And on top of that, if you maximise in the museum, you get an extra 35% infantry attack. So for every attack you do, an attack, counter-attack, attack. So awesome. Infantry health, just to make you a little bit more tanky. Bear in mind, he does have that shield, and we're talking about early game. You can get an extra 10% of health. Lovely, we'll take that all day, every day. Again, 3rd from the left, commander. I'm pretty sure you're going to have Charles Martel early on, early days, early game. Maybe even kind of early mid-game. So yeah, you're going to be looking at either Constable, like where Huan Yu is here. You're probably going to be looking at, troop health, Iron Guard, where... was it? I think it's ZL. What's his name? Su Liang. Yeah, there he is. Got his name there. Something like that. And then Civilization. Again, for Civilization, you've got to be thinking about overall where you are in terms of your 5 armies. So as soon as possible, you get to skill damage again towards late game. As I said in other videos, if you're thinking about, obviously you're doing lots of building, then you want to reduce those building times to save yourself the speed ups and, you know, increase the pace of your game. Just depends where you're at. If KVK is a million miles away, then yeah, you're going to be trying to optimize your building time. So reduce the building time or the research speed and all that kind of thing, and that would make a dramatic difference to your stock of speed ups, of course. All right, unlike every other video, I have not even looked at this Martel talent tree, so I hope I've got it right first time from before. Doesn't look too bad. Let's go. So I wouldn't do the garrison bits. I just wouldn't do it. The best thing, okay, I'm going to have to explain now. The bit about garrisoning is the best thing to do is just not to get rallied, which means stay on territory, stay behind your pass if you're in KVK. And if you do that, you're not going to get rallied. You know what I mean? Don't be away from keyboard, AFK, to get rallied in the first place. And then you can optimize for battle. Here we go. Balance. Commander's troop takes 2% less damage, but also deals less damage. It doesn't deal a lot of damage anyway, so we'll take the tanky bit and just run with it. Test to do formation. Whenever Commander's troop launches any type of basic attack, it has a 10% chance to reduce all incoming damage by 15%. Again, tankiness. Desperate Elegy. If this commander's troop has less than 30%, you'll notice a theme. Has less than 30% troops remaining. Whenever it launches any type of basic attack, it gains 25 extra rage. That's, oh my gosh. So you got to think that you need to get to 1,000 rage in order for your active skill to trigger. Whenever you launch a basic attack, it gains 25 extra rage when it's below 30%. So yeah, fair enough. When you're near dead, but so that'd be attack, counterattack, attack, counterattack, attack. That's at worst every other second. At worst every other second you'll be getting 25 rage. So your active skill and the shield and everything's going to be triggering a lot. Okay, medicinal supplies. Whenever this commander's troop uses an active skill, it recovers a portion of its slightly wounded units. And I can tell you what, again, this adds to the tankiness. And when you're actually using him, I say in the early and mid game, anything about why he's tanky, that's because if he's primary, even though you might pair him up with Richard or something like that, but yeah, whoever's primary, Richard or Charles, this would be the reason why he always sticks around. And if he's sticking around, that means the opposition are most likely dying. And once you've beaten him, you can go on and beat somebody else. In strength of numbers, your kingdom beats the other kingdom. That's, what's that one like? That's what winning does. What's that one now with Sylvester Stallone in the advert? It's like, not how hard you get hit, it's how quickly you get up and blah, blah, blah. That's what winning does. Take the medicinal supplies. Anyway, loose formation. This commander's troop takes 9% less skill damage of all types. Of course, it's just tanky again. All of it's tanky, tanky, tanky. This commander's troop deals 9% more damage to cavalry. It's got a natural advantage over cavalry, so we'll take it. I'm only going to talk about the last one because that's the only one we had a choice for. If this commander's troop contains only infantry, whenever it is hit with a basic attack, there's a 10% chance, which means 9% chance not to take 20% less damage for the next 2 seconds. Cooldown of 3 seconds. So if we're lucky to get that 10% chance of taking 20% less damage, we'll just take it, and it's just for free, so we will. And on the strong body, an amazing talent to have. 6% more health just makes you obviously more tanky. The reason why I didn't go down this side of the tree is because Snare of Thorns just basically reduce the target's march speed. No. We want our skills to either make us more tanky or more powerful, or add an attack, or add a skill damage. That's what we want. We don't care less about reducing their march speed. Yes, maybe they can run away, but we're infantry most of the time. He's infantry, and it's not going to catch them anyway. Pointless. Anyway, so I hope that's useful. This is my talent tree in its beauty, in its entirety. I hope that's useful. Please do subscribe. And please like. Have a good day. That is Steve, and I'm out.